top 5 teams. We've also seen some sloppy play, but at the end of the day, we're starting to see some haymakers get thrown here. And you have to think this is when Bill Self excels at drawing plays up out of the break.
Christian Brown. He's hit 4 threes for Kansas today, but Jalen Wilson fouled by Jefferson after the rebound.
Kansas got exactly the look they wanted. Christian Brown got a phenomenal look, and Jalen Wilson, who hasn't been a huge factor here in the second half, had a really good stretch in the first. He's got good numbers, 19 points, 7 of 11 from the field. Right there, just too big for Damian Jefferson.
And he hits the front end after what was his 10th rebound, so he has a double-double today. It's a great article, by the way, on ESPN.com today from Myron Metcalf, one of our staff writers, on Jalen Wilson and the top positionless players in college basketball. It also features Creighton's Damian Jefferson. You can check that out online.
This has to be Marcus Zagorowski time. You're going to see a heavy dose of pick and roll right here and let him create.
Bryce Thompson pulls down the board for Kansas.
That was a fantastic look from Mitch Ballack, and you have to think that's one that he wishes he could have back, in and out. Just has not been his afternoon shooting the ball.
He has missed his last 4 3-point attempts, Ballack has. On his return to his home area. Grew up just 10 miles away in Eudora, Kansas. Zagorowski's had an outstanding second half. Oh, fade away, Mahoney.
Boy, the jump stop right there, so fundamental, but you let the defense fly by. You get to your turnaround jumper, and it feels like Kansas has tried to pull away, but every time Creighton has had an answer.
Under 2 minutes to go. The crowd at 2,500 trying to make at least a portion of the noise that 16,300 normally would. And a one-possession game between KU and Creighton. It's the first game that Kansas has allowed fans in. First time for their fans in person to see that United We Stand patch. By the way, KU happy to report all of their players registered to vote and voted on the men's basketball team as well.
That's a phenomenal initiative. Just the way that college basketball has really gotten together and made it to where that's an off day so kids can go vote. That's tremendous. Honestly, it's too bad that it hasn't been that way for the last 20, 25 years.
Well, Kansas last year only lost 1 time at home, and that was to Baylor. They're in a battle here with Creighton. One possession game and under 2 minutes to go. Garrett got it to fall, and the foul on Bishop.
Well, it feels like Marcus Garrett has had just about every shot at the rim blocked or contested today. But here you see, honestly, Jalen Wilson, that's an offensive foul. The fact that that's not called, it's a really bad no call. But Marcus Garrett getting downhill. And you see right at the end, Christian Bishop comes down, finishing through contact. That's a huge missed call.
Mahoney letting it fly again.
Like Denzel Mahoney just flying off that screen, making himself available. Marcus Zagorowski with a great pass, and again, Creighton cuts it to 2.
They trapped Thompson, knock it away. Mahoney for the tie. Got it. 70-all with just over a minute to go.
What a defensive effort by the Creighton Blue Jays. And the way they got out, hard-heads that ball screen. You've got Bryce Thompson coming off. And the trap absolutely takes them completely out of this. Active hands. And now all of a sudden you're off to the races. Denzel Mahoney, a big-time play and a huge finish for the Creighton Blue Jays.
I mentioned how Creighton hasn't won in Lawrence since 1942. Since 1942, television has evolved, and the last time Creighton won a regular season game on ESPN, you got to go back to February of '06 when they beat Fresno State.
I think if you're Bill Self right here, they're going to play some pick and roll with David McCormick and Marcus Garrett. You might even slip McCormick to the rim and see if you can't get one of those shooters open on the weak side. I think that they've had success with that all day. I have to think you're going to see a high ball screen come in. Let Marcus Garrett, your best perimeter player, go to work, especially on a day when Ochai Agbaji has really struggled offensively.
Well, this is our 9th tie of the game. Creighton led by as many as 6 in the first half. Kansas led by as many as 8 in the second half. And we're tied up with a minute to go.
Boy, the hard hedge has really impacted these Kansas ball handlers. You can see Marcus Garrett getting taken to half court. Now Bryce Thompson.
Wilson a 3, and a huge 3 for Kansas.
What a big-time play by the redshirt freshman. A great pass by David McCormick, and you find Jalen Wilson on the right wing.
Ties his career high with 23 points, which we got in the Kentucky win. Crucial possession for the Blue Jays. Zagorowski's had a great second half. Now they need to foul, and they foul Brown with 12.5 seconds to go.
Boy, David McCormick, what are you doing? You have got to be up. Marcus Zagorowski gets a phenomenal look. However, on the offensive end of the floor, it is the big fella, David McCormick, making the read, and the redshirt freshman, Jalen Wilson, stepping up to the plate yet again and making a monster shot for Kansas.
Got a 1-and-1 coming up here for Christian Brown. Creighton is going to use a timeout. Game's certainly not over with the 1-on-1 coming up for Kansas. Well, we do have to name our player of the game, brought to you by Phillips 66. Great first half for Jalen Wilson. Robbie, he's come to life again here late in the second.
Yes, he has. It's still certainly some time here, so we're a little premature on the player of the game pick. But Jalen Wilson in the first half was outstanding. Really kept the Kansas offense afloat when they were having some issues scoring. And then late in the game, when the game was on the line the most, gets the ball from David McCormick and knocks down the big triple.
Player of the game doesn't necessarily have to come from the winning team, so I'll cover our backsides on that.
Just in case.
Just in case, because got a big free throw coming up for Kansas. It'll be the first free throw of the game for Christian Brown. Christian has been a 68% free throw shooter on the year. Got the college football playoff top 25 reveal coming up next when we're finished in Lawrence. And then the great ACC Big Ten Challenge. Great games coming up later tonight on ESPN. Chance for Creighton. Down to 3. Zagorowski fouled. He'll get 3 free throws and a chance to tie this game. Wilson commits the personal. And Creighton can tie it at the line.
Well, that's our player of the game, making a play that you just cannot make. And I know he's young. I know he's a freshman. That's absolutely a foul. I thought Kansas might foul in the backcourt when they were bringing it up. I'm a little surprised. I know that's a coach's decision. It's what you believe in or what you don't.
All right, Zagorowski came in having only shot 3 free throws on the season. He has attempted 3 more today and gone 1 for 3. With just over a second left, he needs all 3 for Creighton. Trying to ice the shooter a little bit here.
No kidding. I think that's what Mom was yelling about too. And I don't
She can't watch.
I think every parent of a player who's played college basketball at one point or another has felt that. And that's the beauty of college sports.
He needs one more. Candace brings Lightfoot and McCormick in. Zegarowski hits this. Kansas has 1.1 seconds to try to throw something deep down court.
Wow.
And Kansas survives it. As Zegarowski missed the third that would have tied the game. And what a battle between Kansas and Creighton today, Robbie.
Just an absolute war. A great college basketball game comes down to the end. And Jalen Wilson, fortunate right there. Marcus Zegarowski, first two were pure. Third's back iron. I think they're looking at how much time could be left here.
And Coach McDermott is talking with the officiating crew. He wants them to take a look to see if there's some time left on this. The clock should start when it was touched by Bishop and then stopped when it lands out of bounds. So it's not officially over yet until our officials say it is. They're going to go back and take a look. Nope, they say it is over. No time remaining, and Kansas ekes out a 1-point win over Creighton, 73-72.